How's everybody doing today? Welcome to an edition of the Oldies Show. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. Today we're going to be playing, well, it was just the 4th of July, Independence Day on Saturday. I did a kind of a joint one on our Tropical Days show, and I thought today there's so many good hits about the USA. We're going to leave politics out of this, okay? That's not what this show is about, but there's so much good music about that. So we're going to get started here with one from Alan Jackson, who, unfortunately, Alan is got a disease that's really, he just played his last concert not too long ago, and he's got a disease that kind of, it's a neurological disease and goes, makes his, can't use his arms, legs, all that kind of stuff. So he gave us so much amazing music over the years. But here's one that he did, the Star Spangled Banner. Let's start off with this one, shall we? That's a good way to start, isn't it? So may as well start off with that Star Spangled Banner by Alan Jackson. This next one, I think, is one of the most patriotic songs that I've heard about the USA, and it's Johnny Cash, and I just love the way he does this. I play this all the time whenever it's the 4th of July. The Ragged Old Flag. Now, this one here he did in 1974 during Watergate, and he actually supported Richard Nixon, but he felt troubled by the Vietnam War and the corruption in Washington. Jesus, isn't it 74? And here we are, 2026, going through the same thing. Anyway, this was a song he wrote to reaffirm his faith in America. And it's about a guy in the square talking to another man about the ragged old flag and why it looks so worn. I love this song.
I walked through a county courthouse square.
With red, white, and blue. He wrote that song in 20 minutes. 20 minutes he wrote that song. It's called The Angry American. He wrote it, of course, after 9/11. And he said initially he only played it for deployed troops. Now, the inspiration, his father, Hubert, a U.S. veteran, died in an accident following September 11 terrorist attacks later that year. And Keith channeled his grief and anger into tribute to his father and country. So he grabbed a pen, scribbled the lyrics down, and the back of a fantasy football sheet. So if you play fantasy football, you might want to turn it over and see what's on the back. And he called it The Angry American. So anyway, he released it May 2002 for sure. Here's another great song. This one here, Lee Greenwood has this one here, God Bless America. Of course, this is a great song as well. I love this one. Every time I hear it or see it, I think of it patriotic. It was composed by Irving Berlin in a 1918 war song. He locked it in the trunk and dusted off in 1938. So that was one there. So anyway, well done, and I like this one. So let's play it here, a little Lee Greenwood. Celebrate the people in the military. This next one here is Only in America by Brooks and Dunn, released in June 2001. It became an uplifting working class anthem, and it features everyday people like bus drivers, truck drivers, welders, and more who want to dream big. Here we go. That's a great song for sure. Hey, this next song comes from a guy we all know, and I guess we call him Mr. America, with Sweet Caroline, but he wrote a song called America, and this was a tribute to his grandparents who immigrated to the United States from Russia and Poland to escape oppression. The song was originally created for the 1980 film The Jazz Singer to capture the hope of the immigrant experience. It's funny how these songs, even though they were written back in the day, have so much meaning to today. I'm not sure he wrote the song to mirror his own family's journey. His mother's family left Kiev, Russia, while his father's family immigrated from Poland. They traveled to the steerage sections of ships to chase freedom and build new lives. I think he's done that for sure. Here we go. Mr. Neil Diamond is kind of, a lot of songs are these things come out when things are going bad, and Don McLean wrote American Pie because of the loss of innocence in America, and explored the cultural and political shifts from the 50s to the 60s, and then of course the plane crash from Buddy Holly.
A long, long time ago,
there you go. There you go. There you go. Now, this next song here, I think, is one that we can all get behind. And this one's by Garth Brooks. It's called American Honky Tonk Bar Association. One of my favorites for sure. And it's all about, well, if you want to discuss America or any other country, go to the bar. And I'm sure you're probably discussing the soccer, but I will leave that alone for sure. But anyway, the song praises working class Americans, all as one big family. It shares the frustration about dollars being wasted, few funny down-to-earth references, while including an inside joke about a bear crack visible while working. I will leave that to you to figure out, but it's a party song off his 1993 album In Pieces. Here we go.
All right then, here we go. All right, it's the American Honky Tonk Bar.
Yeah! Because, well, you know, that's how it goes. I think there's one thing we can all agree on, no matter which country you're in, is that there's never a dull day in America. So thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time, because this guy knows all about living in America.